Imagine living in a small house in Kansas with your uncle and aunt. It's a place with no trees, no hills. It's quiet until the wind comes. When it comes, it is fast and fierce. They call it a cyclone. One day, a cyclone was coming very fast. Dorothy was there, with Uncle Henry and Aunt Em. "We must go down into the cellar," they said. But Toto, Dorothy's little dog, was scared. He ran away under the bed. So, Dorothy ran after him. Then, the cyclone hit.
What a surprise, don't you think? Just like that, a simple day turns into an adventure. Instead of being safe in the cellar, Dorothy and Toto are in the air inside their house. Now the journey begins. But where do they go for help? Dorothy learns it's a big new world. There is someone who might help them, a wizard. This wizard, the Wizard of Oz, can help them find the answers they seek. Dorothy's journey is more than just an adventure. It is about finding help, hope, and maybe a way home. What happens next? Stay with us to see.
One day, Uncle Henry came out and looked at the sky. He ran back into the house and said, "There's a cyclone coming." Dorothy was inside and ready to run to the cellar. But Toto, her little dog, ran under the bed. Dorothy was brave. She wanted to save Toto. So she went after him. It was a scary moment for everyone.
Imagine the house suddenly picking up in the air. That's what happened to Dorothy and Toto. The cyclone lifted the house higher and higher. What an adventure they started. Dorothy thought about home, but there was nothing she could do. So she held Toto close. They were off on a journey they didn't plan. Yet sometimes the unknown is thrilling.
As the house spun around in the wind, Dorothy peeked out. She couldn't believe how far they had traveled. The world looked small from up high. The journey seemed to take forever, and Dorothy felt a little afraid. She whispered to Toto, "I wish we were back in Kansas." But it was too late. Kansas was far, far away.
Dorothy showed great courage. She held on to Toto and tried to stay calm. Even though she was scared, she knew she had to be brave. This was an adventure now. A part of her was excited. What kind of new things would they see? She knew they would find a way through. This journey was just the beginning for them.
After the big cyclone, Dorothy opened the door of her house. Wow! It was a beautiful new place. There were tall trees and pretty flowers everywhere. Nothing like Kansas. And who did she meet first? 3 small men dressed in blue and a kind, older woman in white. They did not look like anyone she knew from home.
The woman in white thanked Dorothy. She was the Witch of the North, and she told Dorothy that her house landed on the Witch of the East by accident. Because of this, everyone was happy and free. Perplexed, Dorothy saw the red shoes on the witch's feet. Finally, the shoes were for her. Magic shoes.
Dorothy was a bit confused. Everything was so new here. She asked the Good Witch of the North about where she was. This place was called Oz. People here were different. Dorothy wanted to know more and was curious about this place full of wonders. Then she got to meet the Good Witch face to face.
The witch told Dorothy she had to go see the Wizard of Oz. He might know how to get her back to Kansas. She gave Dorothy a magic kiss for protection. She smiled and said that the road made of yellow bricks would lead Dorothy to the Emerald City. Dorothy felt hopeful, ready to start a new journey.
So, Dorothy and Toto began their journey on the yellow brick road. Dorothy looked around at the bright trees and flowers. Everything was so colorful, nothing like her home in Kansas. As she walked, she saw a scarecrow in a field. It was very interesting because it seemed to see her too. Dorothy stopped and walked over to it. "Hello," she said to the scarecrow.
"Hello," the scarecrow replied. Dorothy was surprised that it could talk. "I am stuck on this stick. Can you help me down?" Dorothy carefully took him off the stick, and he was very grateful. The scarecrow moved around, and straw flew everywhere. "Thank you," he said. "I am glad to be down from there. My head is full of straw, and I do not have brains. I wish I had some brains."
Dorothy felt sorry for the scarecrow. She told him, "I am going to see the Wizard of Oz. He's a famous wizard, and maybe he can help you." The scarecrow was excited and asked if he could join her on her journey. Dorothy said, "Of course. We can travel together. It is nice to have a friend with me. Together, they walked down the yellow brick road.
The Scarecrow felt happy to have a friend. "You are teaching me about friendship," he said. As they walked, Dorothy told him stories about Kansas and how she wanted to go back home. "What about your home?" she asked the Scarecrow. "I do not have one," he replied. "I just want to have a brain so I can think." Both of them walked on, sharing their dreams and hopes.
So, after walking for a while with the Scarecrow, Dorothy and Toto reached a forest. As they walked, they heard a strange cry. "Help," said the voice. They moved closer and saw a man made of tin standing by a tree. He was not moving at all. Why can't he move? Dorothy wondered. Maybe he needs help, said the Scarecrow. Dorothy noticed the Tin Man's face was stuck.
It looked like he needed oil. Dorothy found an oil can nearby. "Let's try this," she said. Together, they oiled his neck and arms. Slowly, the Tin Man began to move. "Thank you," he said. "I was standing here all alone. Now I feel much better." Dorothy smiled and asked, "But why were you standing here like this?" The Tin Man replied, "I was waiting for someone to help me. I don't have a heart, you see, and I want one."
The Tin Man decided to join Dorothy and the Scarecrow on their journey. "You are looking for the Wizard of Oz, right? Maybe he can give me a heart," he said. Dorothy, happy to have another friend, agreed. As they continued, the Tin Man talked about how he wanted to feel love and be kind. "A heart helps you care for others," he said. Dorothy listened and felt hopeful that they would all find what they seek.
Their team was growing, and so was their friendship. "It is nice to have help from friends," said the Scarecrow. Dorothy nodded, feeling thankful. "Together, we can find the wizard and ask for what we wish," she said. They walked and talked, and the road seemed a little less long. They were a team now, and they understood each other. The journey felt less scary with each other by their side.
Now Dorothy, the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man are on their way. The road is bright and yellow. They walk and talk about their wishes. Dorothy wants to go home. The Scarecrow wants brains. The Tin Man dreams of having a heart. All these dreams bring them together. They are different, but they share the same goal, seeing the Wizard of Oz. Traveling is easier when you have friends to share it with.
The yellow brick road carries meaning for them. It is not just a path, it is a journey of hope. They believe the road will lead them to their dreams. Together, they help each other walk that road. Their dreams are like a map guiding them forward. The yellow bricks remind them of their purpose. They know they must stay strong and keep going, no matter what comes their way.
Every step they take brings them closer and builds trust. Dorothy learns to depend on her friends. The Scarecrow offers ideas, the Tin Man listens, and Dorothy shares her dreams. They realize they can help each other and find what they need in themselves. The journey is not just about reaching the wizard, but also about discovering who they are. Their friendship makes even the hard times feel better.
As they journey on, their bond grows, making them stronger. They laugh together and help each other. They are more than just a group on the road. They are friends with a shared quest. This friendship makes the journey worthwhile. Together, they turn the journey into something greater. They learn that friendship and dreams can make even the longest road seem short.
Today, we talked about Dorothy, her friends, and their adventure. They all want something special. The Scarecrow wants to think. The Tin Man wants to love, and Dorothy wants to go home. Their road is long, but they help each other and learn together. The story shows us how important it is to have friends and to find what we need inside us. Now, let's keep this in mind every day as we look for our dreams.
In life, we face many big challenges, just like Dorothy and her friends. But if we are brave, help others, and always believe in ourselves, we can do many great things. Thank you for listening to our story today. We hope you enjoyed it. If you like this podcast, please click the like button and tell us what you think. Don't forget to share it with your friends and subscribe for more stories.